This video will show you how to activate two-factor authentication on your Google account. So first of all, you'll need to be signed in. So head over to your favorite Google app, either Chrome or your Gmail, whatever, on desktop or on mobile. Go ahead and sign in. If you're already signed into your account on that device, you might see your account here. Go ahead and click on that. If you're an organization that's enforcing two-step verification, you might see this notification. If you click on Enroll, this will take you straight to the two-factor verification activation page. However, for this tutorial, I'll just go ahead and do this later to do this process from scratch. Once you've signed in, go ahead to your account details. You can either access it from the 9.Google Apps menu or from your account profile picture. Go ahead and click on Account, and this shall open up your Google account details. From here at the top, scroll all the way to your Security tab, and from there you'll see all your password details for how to sign into Google. From here we see two-step verification is turned off. If this is on, you can still go through this process to enable additional options, such as a Authentication app, which we'll discuss later. Go ahead and click on two-step verification. You'll be greeted with this page just giving you a bit more information on two-step verification. Go ahead and click on Get Started. It might ask you to enter your password. This is just to ensure this is the correct person logging in to enable this. Go ahead and click on Next. This will show you then the two devices, or one or three, or however more devices you have. Currently I'm logged into 2 devices. If you do not see any devices here, try signing out and signing back in on your device and ensure your OS and Google's app services are up to date. If you still don't see any devices here, contact your administrator in your organization, or possibly try to do additional options. For here we only have security key, but you might also see an option saying receive codes by SMS. However, to be more secure, we'll be using our own devices as the two-factor authentication verification method. So go ahead and click on continue. This will load up some backup codes. These codes will be used whenever you do not have access to the previous devices we discussed. These codes are one-time use only. So whenever you use one of these codes, they will not work in the future again. Whenever you download these files, ensure you don't store them on your Google account, which you are protecting with this two-factor authentication. Because if you can't access these codes, you won't be able to use them. So ensure these codes are saved somewhere securely. And then once you have them, go ahead and click Next and confirm that you did indeed save the codes. Once you have done this, you'll have a pop-up screen just confirming your choices, that you'll be staying signed into your account in the 2 devices we discussed previously, and you may be signed out of other devices, which you'll just need to re-log into. Go ahead and turn on two-factor authentication. There we go. Now that shows on the confirmation screen here at the end in your settings, you'll see that we've activated the Google prompts on your devices, and your backup codes will be showing underneath this tab. From here, you can always reset your backup codes in case you've already used too many of them, or you just want to regenerate new codes, or purely if you forgot the codes and you don't know where you placed your printed documents or wherever you wrote it down. It's best preferred you store these backup codes in a password manager, for example. An additional option we'll also do today is set up the Authenticator app. This is a standalone app on any device. It doesn't need to be signed into a Google account such as these at the top. And there's multiple different apps available on the App Store, such as the Google Authenticator app, Microsoft Authenticator app, or if you have a password manager such as LastPass, you can use the LastPass Authenticator app. This will ensure that all of your two-factor authentication, backup codes, etc. are all synced to your password manager. There's another app that's also free, such as Authy, which is also quite popular. But if you would just like to start with something, go ahead and try Google Authenticator. Once installed, go ahead and click on Setup in this tab. This will take you to a prompt that says get codes from the Authenticator app. Just confirm which type of device you have, and go ahead and click on Next, and this will generate a barcode for you to scan with your app. So click on Next. From here, you will see your barcode is being shown. Go ahead and scan that barcode in with your Authenticator app. So I'll quickly scan mine in here with my app, scanning the QR code. So you'll see it has been added to your Authenticator app. It should show Google and then your email address that you logged in with a 6-digit code that has a countdown. Now that countdown is important because these codes only work for a certain period of time. So what I'll do is I'll click Next, and then this will then should ask you to enter that 6-digit code. So let's go ahead and click on Next. Okay, so on my device, I've got a code 089893. I'll go ahead and click on Verify. And great, finished. You're all set. From now on, you'll use Authenticator to sign into your Google account. So I'll go ahead and click on Done. So right here now you'll see all of the authentication methods that's enabled on your account. Google prompts such as we did previously, an Authenticator app that we just did now, and your backup codes. If there's any additional options you'd like to enable, you're more than welcome to go ahead with the rest of the options. So just to test this out, let's go ahead and sign out of our account. So we'll sign out. Here we can see we signed out now, and let's test if our authentication apps has worked. We need to re-log in, go ahead and click Next. So from the screen you can see it says it sent a notification to one of your devices. On my phone I'm seeing is it me trying to sign in, confirm yes or no. Never confirm with a yes if you did not attempt a sign in. So for additional security, I'll always just try and add the option of to ask me again when I'm signing into the device, to always prompt me whenever I'm signing in. So on my device, I'll click on yes, it's me. And it's loading. And we are back into my account. So every time you need to sign in, unless you check that box, you'll need to just provide that authentication code. There is also another options available if your phone's code isn't showing instantly. So let's sign out again, just to re-show how that works. So we'll sign in again. Go ahead and click on Next. And again, it's showing me that prompt. And on my phone, again, it's saying, are you trying to sign in? But if you aren't receiving these prompts for whatever reason, you can always go ahead and click on Try Another Way. From here, you'll see there's a few options available. The tap yes on your phone or tablet. That's the same method we just used. There's also a use your phone or tablet to get a security code mode, even if it's offline. So that's useful when you don't have a Wi-Fi connection or mobile data. And then there's also the additional option that we added with the Google Authenticator app. So if you click on this option, it will ask you to fill out that 6-digit code. However, let us try another option is also your backup codes. If you use that options, you can fill in your backup code, and then that will mean that that 8-digit backup code has been used and won't be usable in the future whenever you try this option again. So that's useful to scratch out one of the backup codes you already used. And as a protection measure, try to always keep the backup codes a refresh, just to ensure you always have enough backup codes as well. And then lastly, also your offline mode can show you what you need to do. So from one of your devices, you can go to settings, go to your Google account, manage your Google account, go to the security tab, and signing into Google, tap security code, and that should generate a security code the same way that the Authenticator app generates a code. So go ahead and try any of those methods, and that will get you back into your account.